As the Western public comes to terms with the recent alleged Takfiri terror attacks in Paris, Stop the War Coalition say there has been next to no mention of the fact that since 2001, the Western powers have been involved in a series of disastrous wars on Muslim countries. France is currently participating, along with Britain, in the third major Western attack on Iraq in the last 25 years.
It all flows from the paper that was written by the neocons about the project for the new American century in the last century, towards the end of it, in which they made it clear that the United States would stop at nothing, pay any price, in order to exert United States hegemony on the world.
As Takfiri terror groups wreak havoc across vast swathes of the Middle East, his conference puts the blame squarely on the shoulders of successive British administrations for breeding these terror groups indirectly and perhaps overtly too.
We are trying to see how come that this terrorism is growing, while at the same time the West is telling us they are fighting terrorism, while in reality they are helping its growth and its development. And really these terrorist organizations, we think, pose a greater threat to the people of the Middle East and to Muslims than to the West, because they're the overwhelming majority of the victims of terrorism, including ISIS terrorism, are Muslims.
Successive speakers at the briefing all agreed that the assault on Charlie Hebdo and the subsequent killings were appalling. But according to Stop the War, these events can't be explained without reference to the misery caused by the Western interventions in the Middle East.
The European countries, Britain preeminently amongst them, I think the Chilcot inquiry will show a piece of paper or two to demonstrate the extent to which Britain has volunteered to be the tail of the American attack dog. And a tail's never a pleasant place to be. So there's plenty of paper, but more importantly, there's a big trail of blood also.
If the Paris events underline the dreadful domestic impact of the war on terror, they also serve to highlight the inevitable risk of blowback. What happens in the West's wars abroad will happen in the West itself, and Muslim communities here are one way or another going to be on the front line of this blowback. So after a very fiery meeting here at Stop the War Coalition's event in the House of Commons, it's clear that the organisation is committed to countering any further warfare in terms of British foreign policy. That's an uphill task, but they certainly are committed to launching this effort further into the 2015 election period. Mohsin Abbas, Al Ittijah TV, London.